All right, so we have some sample data here, just some grades, and what we want to know is, did these students pass or fail? So we'll go over here to our pass and fail box, and I'm going to hit insert function, if function, and our if formula has 3 arguments. So we have a logical test. What are we testing? A value if true. That is, what do we want it to say if the test comes back as true? And then what do we want it to say if the test comes back as false? So our logical test is Jay's grade a pass or fail? And so we're going to select the grade. We're going to put greater than and equal to 70. Let's say 70 is the bare minimum. So if it's true, we want it to say pass, and if it's false, we want it to say fail. Hit OK, and Jay passed. I'm going to drag this corner down all the way, and it looks like that Jay, Sam, and Michelle all passed, and Robert and Terry failed. And so what we also can do is we can highlight these results, go to conditional formatting, highlight cell rules, text that contains, and all text that has fail, we can have it fill light red with dark red text, just to make it a little easier to read who failed. Or it's a little easier to see who failed. Now, if you have any questions about conditional formatting, we do have a separate video on that. But for now, that's just a quick, little easy way to do that on the fly. Okay, so let's say a situation arises where you want to know whether or not the data you have is in between 2 sets of values. So what I have here is some more sample data, and all it is we want to know whether or not these temperatures on these days are in between the ideal range. Okay, so what we can do is go here, type in our normal if function, and then insert an AND formula. Now, the AND formula allows us to just run more than one test. Okay, so what we want to know is the temperature on September 12th, is that greater than or equal to 21, and is the temperature less than or equal to 27, because that's our ideal temperatures. And we'll hit OK. Okay, and then we'll hit a comma. We'll go bring up insert function. Now, if it's true, we will say that it's fine. Everything is fine, no big deal. Or we can just have it say nothing. If you want to say nothing, you just do a couple parentheses. If it's false, we want it to say unhospitable. Okay, I can drag it down. There we go. So we have a few days where the temperatures were outside of those ideal ranges. And remember, you can highlight these again. Go to conditional formatting, highlight cell rules, text that contains, and let's just put UNH, and it'll make it fill light red, just to really make those pop out. So what we can also do is we can make the results say whether or not the temperatures are too hot or too cold. And the way we would do that is using what is called a nesting if function. And what that means is you put an if function inside of an if function. So what I would do is I would take this first cell here, and we've got our formula here, and I would take all of this out. And the way I would write this is I would first highlight the cell, and the logical test would be, is this temperature hotter than 27, comma, and if it is too hot, comma. If it's false, this is where I put in my if function. And the way I want this one to read is if this temperature is cooler than 21. Then if it's true, I want it to say too cold. And if it's false, I want it to say nothing. Or we'll say fine. Okay, and I'll drag this down. Perfect. And so the way that works is, the reason why we do it this way is so that it reads the way we want it to. So let's take this formula step by step. So the way Excel reads it is it first does our first if test. Is this temperature greater than 27? If it is, it's too hot. The formula stops here and it gives us our too hot reading. If it's not greater than 27, it's false. So it goes over and it runs our second if formula, which is put in our value if false section on the first test. So it runs that test. If it's less than 21, then it's too cold and it stops there. If this test is true, it stops right here. However, if it's false, it goes over here to a value of false and it's fine. And you can get very complicated and very in-depth with nesting if functions. You could use several layers of them, several dozen layers. But there's better ways of doing that, of course, but it is possible for you to have 60 nesting if functions even. But anyway, that's it for this video. As always, please like and subscribe. And if you have any questions about Excel or anything we can do for you, please comment down below and maybe we'll do a video on them. Thanks, have a great day.
Hey, thanks so much for watching our video. Now before you go, how would you like to get free access to tons of Excel content that is designed to help make your life easier and your business better? Free Excel tutorials, Excel PDF guides, mini courses, and even a book I'm writing right now. Well, if you don't want to miss out on those opportunities, make sure you check out the description of this video. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and the notification icon so that you can stay up to date on all the stuff we're doing here on YouTube. Oh, and by the way, my name is Colton Coppin, and I am the founder and CEO here at Custom Excel Spreadsheets, where we help business owners and professionals get more done using tools that do exactly what they need. We help you get organized and automate tasks that save you time and money, and build collaborative tools that allow your team to perform and to engage at a higher level. And we also create some awesome visualizations that just bring your data to life and help it to tell a story that is meaningful and compelling. So I look forward to serving you with more content in the future, and I hope to see you again soon. Thanks.